Welcome everyone. This is now an updated training as recorded on November 2024 in how to create your Facebook pixel. Facebook pixel, as you know, is extremely important in order for you to track all of the efforts that you're going to do on Facebook. So without any further ado, let's just get right to it. The first thing that of course you're going to do is you're going to go to your business.facebook.com and you want to look for a screen that looks like this. Right here, I'm under the setting. If you notice on the lower left-hand corner, I'm under the settings tool and I see business, portfolio info, user accounts, data sources, etc. What I want to do is I want to first expand over where it says data sources. I'm going to click on that on data sources. And what we need to do first is we need to create a data set. A data set is just a compound of a whole bunch of different pixels depending on what your efforts are. And that's where we need to begin first. First, let's go ahead and create data sets. And as you see right here, I have different purposes. I have examples. A lot of this stuff is fictitious for now, but this is for educational purposes only. And so what we're going to do, we're going to click on data sets. And what we're going to do is we're going to go in the upper right-hand corner and click add. And so let's go ahead and create a new data set. And from here, let's go ahead and give it a name. So for example purposes, I'm just going to create one. So I'm going to go ahead and create one right here by just giving it a name depending on what efforts you're trying to do and where is it that you're trying to track. Of course, you could track more than one. Now that we've created our data set, the next thing quickly, let's go and assign some people and permissions. So depending on who's working on your account, whether if you are an agency or you're doing this for a friend, you're doing this as a business partner, or you have other people that will be helping you on your efforts for Facebook, the permissions is very important for you to add that information. So right here, as you can see, I clicked on Academy Funnel data set, right? And I need to assign some people, otherwise they won't be able to do certain things. So I'm going to go ahead and click on where it says assign people, and I'm going to go ahead and click on myself, right? And let's go ahead and add all data sets, use events data sets, and manage everything. We're going to go ahead and assign myself here. But if you have more people that are going to be using that, go ahead and make sure that you add them. And you can see right here in the center where it says Edwin Anthony full control, we're good to go as far as that aspect of things. The next thing is we're going to go towards the left-hand side to expand our menu for a second. And what we're looking for is we want to now go to the events manager. Let's click on events manager. It might open another page. And of course, depending on when you're watching this, your screen could be totally different. So just bear as everything changes. We're going to go ahead and update this for you as well. All right, so while we're in this screen, let's go ahead to the left-hand corner again. We're looking for this icon that's like a triangle with 3 circles on it. We're going to click on where it says data sources. I went ahead and I found the data set that we created. As you can see, Academy ClickFunnels data set. Now, for those folks who probably might not find it, you notice on that previous screen that it was like, it wasn't there. So pay attention to this upper right-hand corner right here. You might have more than one ad account. If you do have more than one ad account, just go through it, each and every one of them, and pay attention to over here where it says the pixel. And then from there, you take notice as far as what pixels show or what data sets show up. So just go through that because we manage several of them. So just go through that and pay attention to the left-hand side to choose the data set that we're trying to focus on. And now we're able to move forward into this process. So the next step from here, we have several options on the bottom. We notice that the one that we want to pay attention to right here is called Setup Meta Pixel. We're going to click on this one and we have this dialog box that shows up. Partner integration is a little bit more in the advance. Many of those who have tried to get this up and running, we don't choose the partner integration. We like to choose the manual add pixel code to the website. So this is something also a good practice for you. So let's just go ahead and continue. We're going to click on code manually, right? And you're going to notice right here that this is the code. Now this code, depending on what platform you're using, they want you to grab this HTML code and put it inside of the code of the website, right? So don't fret. This is not something that you're going to be like, oh my God, I'm not a coder. I'm not sure how to do this. Depending on what platform you're using, this is fairly simple. So here's what I'm going to advise you to do. Grab a notepad, grab notes, whatever app that you have, but make sure that whatever you're going to do at this moment, you keep it somewhere where you remember and don't lose it, because this is your tracking information, okay? We're going to go ahead and open a clean fresh notes. All right, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy this code, right? And I am going to save this pixel right here, and then I'll press save on the notes. Now, inside of this code, you'll notice a series of numbers, right? So I'm going to go ahead and paste right here, and you're going to notice a series of numbers. And depending on what those series of numbers, that's technically your code. Do you follow what I mean?
So do you like the way that I teach? If you're enjoying the step-by-step process on how I'm explaining everything, then you're going to love the community that I've built in order to teach you all the essentials and fundamentals when it comes to running Facebook ads. It's very important, not just the context as to what you learn, but that you understand the step-by-step tutorials of when I say click here, click there, that you feel comfortable in doing all these steps so that you become a successful marketer, whether if it's for your business or if you're a freelancer or however that may be, okay? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave a link below so that you could join my community and then you could learn more on how to do all these steps, because this is just the beginning. Once you join the community, you'll notice all of the modules that I have in place so that you go ahead and run successful Facebook ads. So enjoy the rest of the video here. I'll let you to it, and I'll see you also on my community.
So make sure that you go ahead and save that, okay? And now you already have the code. Now we're going to go into that next step. Let's go ahead over here and press continue. All right, from this screen right here, we want to make sure that we turn on automatic advanced matching. This is very important so that the pixel can track as many or as much information as possible, such as city, state, zip, country, so on and so forth. But mind you, make sure that you're following through the guidelines of your country, especially like if you're in Europe or in California, places where they have strict policies when it comes to privacy. Make sure that you have your terms on your website that display, if you want to vouch out or look, these are the cookies, you're consenting to these cookies in case if you're visiting our website, click here to consent, or, fill out this form if you don't want us to, whatever your information, so on and so forth. So make sure that you first review the policies of your state and country to make sure that you're not breaking any laws when it comes to privacy and so on and so forth, right? For us, for example purposes, we're going to enable all of this and we're going to press continue. All right. Now, then we have this screen right here, add events using events setup tool. This is now a more advanced step, which I'm going to cover in a later chapter, but all we want to do for now is the basics. We want to be able to record the activities of people from our campaigns from our into our website. So for now, we're just going to go ahead and continue with this without setting that up. We'll come back to that later on. All right, so for this example, now we're ready to add this code into the website. For this example here, I'm using WordPress, but you guys might be using different platforms. For those of you who are taking this free course or course, I want to tell you that if you're using StanStore, you can install the pixel, but it might not work properly, just a heads up. And that is because they have this domain situation that they don't want to give you your custom domain. That's very important, especially for the verification process. And therefore, things just might not work correctly. But for those who are not using StanStore, if you're using Shopify, Shopify has a very quick installation plugin tool that you could go ahead and watch another video that I pretty much explain on how to set that up. It's very, very easy for e-commerce. And then, of course, if you're using like things such as system.io, I'll create a separate video for that. But for this part, a lot of people use WordPress, right? And for that example, we're going to continue here. We're going to add a plugin that's going to make our life a little easier. We're going to go right here on the left. Your screen might look totally different than mine's. We're going to go to the left where it says plugin inside of your WordPress admin. And then you're going to click on where it says add new plugin. And on add new plugin, we want to search for a specific plugin. I'm going to go right here where it says search plugin, right here on the right hand side, search plugin. And we're going to go ahead and look for the one that's called Pixel Your Site. Pixel Your Site works very well, not just for Facebook, but it also has that enhancement so that we could go ahead and view even more important information, such as how there's some people who use ad blockers and we have to go and use the API so that the API can actually really see, even if they're using the blocker, who came in through. That's what I mean. So again, in the other videos, I'm going to show you how to do that, but prepare yourself. And this is the best app in order to enable that, right? So we're going to go ahead and click on Pixel Your Site. We're going to install now. And we're going to go through the process of getting this integrated into the WordPress. It's very, very simple. Once we go ahead and do that, let's go ahead and press activate, and we're going to go into the screen here. All right, so now once it's installed, on the left-hand side again, let's look for this app that we installed here. On the left, you see where it says Pixel Your Site. We're going to hover over that and click on Dashboard. On Dashboard, more pop-ups, right? On Dashboard, we're going to scroll down and you could see everything that's enabled here. Okay. So now that we're done that, let's go right here where it says click settings. And as we enabled on the previous video, it says enable advanced matching. Or actually not previous video, but this video here. So we're going to go ahead and enable advanced matching because that's what we did earlier as well. And you remember that code that I told you to save? That's the string of code. What you're going to do is you're going to copy paste that code right here. And so for this example, let's go ahead and do that. All right. So you remember how I saved that code right here? We're going to press copy. Okay. It ends in 1847. And then we're going to go right here and press paste. And there's the code there. Remember that I told you about the API conversion? Again, we'll go over that on another video. But for now, let's go ahead and scroll all the way down and let's click Save Settings. And we have saved there successfully. Great. Now let's go ahead into visiting the actual website itself. Resolutions Design. This is a website that is for my agency. We help tons and tons of businesses related to websites and e-commerce, you name it, all that type of stuff. All right. So the next thing that we want to do is we need to test to make sure that the pixel is in fact working and it's firing and it's seeing everything that it has to do. So the next thing that we're going to do, this is the last step. We're going to go right here to Chrome extensions, right? And we want to download a specific extension on Chrome for this tool. I want you to search over here for one that's called Meta Pixel Helper. We're going to click on this one, and we want to go ahead and add this to Chrome. And we're going to say add extension. All right, now that we've already added that into Chrome extension, you see this icon right here, extensions, and let's go ahead and manage the extension right here. We're going to click on this right here to pin that. Okay, wonderful. We have that there. Excellent. All right, now we're going to go back into the website and make sure that you press refresh. Because once I pinned it right there, it was kind of like on a grayed out area. But now as you could see, we have like a number 1, and there you have it. It says page view. That means that the pixel has in fact fired up on the website and it is in fact working. So what I would do is from here on out, just go ahead and start going through the sequences with this, checking the Meta Pixel Helper to ensure that Meta is actually grabbing all of the sequences here. Remember, this is just the basics. This is very important so that Meta, when you're running the ads, it could see where the customer is going, how far did they get down on your page, and so on and so forth, right? But when it comes to now figuring out what are leads, right? Did they actually check out? Did they abandon the cart? Did they fill out the form? Did they do this, that? We want to now record very specific events so that back into the Meta business, we could see what was captured as a lead, right? Like we got their email, or they subscribed, or, you know, they purchased something, etc. So I'd say play around with this to see the basics so far. This is the generic. Now on the other videos, what I'm going to show you is that more enhanced approach. We're going to connect the APIs and so on and so forth.